Okay, wrapping things up, I'm going to ask the question, reading all of your projects, why I quit. I've heard a lot of stories. I'm telling you, it was like reading a country song. They say if you listen to a country song backwards, you get your truck back, your dog back, and your girl back. Well, reading your stories, it's like reading a country song, and I guess if I was to read that backwards, you'd get your dignity back, your pride back, and your self-worth back. So, now this is not mine. I read over probably 25 papers, and then I went back and said, I want to turn this into a video, so I started reading probably 3 or 4, taking some notes. So this is all mixed up. But here's what you had to say. Why I quit or people quit? The incompetent manager. It is the manager that needs training. And when people ask me, what are you doing over there? I say, I am changing or improving the management style of a small country. That's my mission statement, to change a management style of a small country. And tragically, the people that I speak to and do studying for, some of them are managers. They have a little impact, they can improve. But mainly at this point, and for the past 8 years, I'm talking to the victims, not the people and the incompetent managers, the ones that really need the training. Lack of appreciation. As Maslow says, assume that people prefer to be appreciated, and they're not. So that causes problems. When everything is impersonal, nobody gets any recognition, no thanks, pay will only take you so far. Then we might as well go look for greener grasses somewhere else, because we can get the same pay over there, and the benefit package, meaning the caring, attention, appreciation, recognition, is all there. So that is a better job. Some people even take all of that stuff and a lower pay and feel like they're getting a better deal. Lack of appreciation. Oh, the worst. Public scolding in front of the customers. What idiot would do that to their employee? How frustrated would they have to be? Is it a lack of training for the employee? A misunderstanding? Who would scold their employees in front of the customer? Give me a break. These people really are incompetent. The stories I read. The spouse at work. Nothing worse than having the spouse. We're talking about small businesses here for the most part, but the spouse comes to work, and then the boss, maybe even the owner, and then now we have 2 bosses, and we have problems. I've heard about this for years. If the husband would just stay home, or if the wife would just stay home, because they're the ones that come in and start creating problems. The boss was useless, had no followers, including the person who wrote the paper. People have the ability to admire. I think people want to have leaders. They want to have role models. That's why we have rock stars and athletes and maybe politicians at times. The boss had no followers, including me. I'm leaving. Coworkers. Coworkers cause a lot of problems when the culture sucks. And the culture sucks comes up next, right here. Culture sucks. Everybody, there's jealousy in the building, favoritism, alienation, hatred. The rumors start circling around. Everybody's in a state of fear and backstabbing and all of this. And also there might be internal competition on who's going to get the promotion or who's going to get employee of the month. And all of this causes problems. A manager, a leader, must not let this happen. That's their job. To get things done through people, through a team. People enjoy group work. If they can get it, if there can be a team spirit. Maslow started out a hero and went to a 0. They're actually, this is that day 1 or day 30 thing. Were you happier and was your self-esteem better on day 1 or day 30? You went into the business to prove yourself, be meaningful to the organization, do the right thing, and impress your boss that you hopefully admired. But no, you weren't allowed to do that. So everything went down by day 30. You were a hero. I think this happens all the time. You're a hero and you turn into a zero. There's nothing to be proud of. Feeling cool ain't an option because the place sucks. Emotional abuse. Go back and look at the video of all the ways managers abuse their employees. Being bullies. Why did I quit? Sexual harassment. Really? Going back to appreciation, somebody mentioned I use my own phone credit and don't get any appreciation. I don't get a payback for it. I've seen this personally, not personally, but personally. The use of the phone at the house, satisfying customers, solving problems, scheduling, all of this done at the house. Nobody bothers to pay for that. Nobody even asks. Lack of appreciation. So, where am I? Oh, okay. So, I went to Human Resources for help. Did they get it? No. Why? And this is why. Why do we need an HR department? If all of this, if this is what they're doing, why would we need somebody to do this? The manager can easily do some of these things. Clock the hours, fill in the timesheets, log the payroll for the day, plan the Christmas party that nobody wants to go to. Well, you have all of this going on, who would want to go here? And they hope, somebody said they hope you don't go because it costs a lot to have these parties. We're catering. You want to cater for 20 or 15 or 10? They can save some money if you don't go. Monitor the length of skirts. Really, really. Look at your policy manuals. Treat people like adults, not kids. This is ridiculous. The role of HR, clock hours, Christmas party, and to monitor the length of skirts. This, folks, is primal. Tell me when to go on vacation. That's what somebody said. Okay, and before I left, what happened? So do we really need this? We don't need that. Before I left, what happened? Stole everything and got back at all costs. While I still have keys to the building, if I have keys, get back and steal everything. Oh boy, this is a mess. And the people did not create this. Incompetent managers created that. Now, what's the problem? They went to help because HR, the attract and retain employees, solve problems for employees, make life better for, no. See, here's the problem. And when we have small business going on, the manager hires the HR person. You're the HR person. What is an HR person? I don't know what you do. Make sure people come in on time and they're dressed properly. Tell them when to go on vacation. Plan the Christmas party. Oh yeah, and the birthday cards. No, there's no employee help going on over here. There should be, but there's not. And the reason is management hires the HR person. So is the HR there to protect the employees? No, they're there to protect themselves. So really, the HR function, apparently, from what you said, I'm not saying this is your stuff. It's so dysfunctional and useless, you might as well just get rid of it. Something to think about. Why I quit. Well, hell, I even went here to get some help. Didn't work. This is primal. This is really, really primal.